I made this post because it's true and I wanted to explain it. The only people stopping black people from speaking the truth about the black community is other black people. White people are not stopping us from saying this. I do mention sometimes the white women do kind of like cape for these niggas. Black women do it too because they're still brainwashed. But yes, I guess white women are their biggest fans. So, and I find that white women usually cape for the community about the men. And yes, you do have some white people who I think don't understand the community dynamic, and they've bought into all of the black people always talking about the ways in which they're oppressed. So they think black people are incapable of oppressing others. Everyone is capable of oppressing somebody. And in our community, we oppress each other. And when you see black people speaking on this and you're not black, stop pretending that it's something that we're making up because we're Uncle Tom's or Uncle Ruckus's, because that's what you heard black people say. Black people are speaking out. Why is it okay for people in other communities to speak out against the things happening in their own communities, but when black people do it, we're coons at Uncle Tom's? That should show you right there that that is propaganda. Okay, it is not propaganda for people to press record on social media and speak about their experiences. That is not media driven. That is real life. That is anecdotal. And I believe that's why the black community hates anecdotal experiences, because it speaks to what's actually happening. And then when you have large numbers of people having the same anecdotal experience, it makes it valid. So enough. This is what black people don't like. Black people need to understand that this is evolution, and that yes, you've been arguing with stats and facts and all of these things, but now we have something called social media, and people are telling their stories, and the what's actually happening in the community is getting out, and you're no longer allowed to play victim and say, you know, the only bad people in this world have white skin, not us, we're perfect, because people in the black community are sick of it. And it's not a self-hating thing. It's a moral compass thing. Every community of people has people with a high moral compass who are humanitarians, who understand right from wrong. We just happen to have black skin. And if it's okay for white people to call out their own communities about racism, and Asian people to call out their own communities about, you know, whatever and so forth, then it is okay for black people to call it out. And when we do so, it is not okay for other races of people, including the black community, to silence us with insults and say shit like we're coons. This is why the black community doesn't have sense, because they put everything under the umbrella of black, and then you let other races of people disrespect us when we are black. It doesn't matter if you agree with me because you want to perpetuate nonsense and do foolishness when nobody's looking. We are black. We represent one another. I think it's in your best interest to stop what you're doing and to allow people who speak like me to represent you, since you want to be so, you know, perfect in the eyes of white people. But what you're doing, stealing, being violent, being argumentative, being combative, doing all of the things that you're doing within your own community to each other, it doesn't make you look good. So why don't you just sit down and let us take the lead? That's how it works. That's how it's been working. Black excellence is people pushing through this community dynamic to become excellent, only for the people who picked on them on the way up to claim them because of their skin color. I learned this when I was very young, and I used to play the violin, and I was very into it. And every time I would go around my people playing that thing, they would tell me to put it away. It's embarrassing. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Now, if I would have become a professional violinist, then it would have been, I love my people. I'm going to be black in every lifetime because, oh my God. But if it's not cool in real time, you don't want to claim me. When people are popular, it's cool to wear your hair like this. Like it's a trend set. Like we love to see it on social media because social media is halfway real. This is so cool. If I was a cool kid, I literally just start wearing my real hair out. And I realized that black people correlate you wearing your real hair to you being a broke ass bitch or homeless. And so weird and worthy of disrespect when you have your real hair in, and worthy of waiting forever because I don't have a weave in. But online here, this is why I keep trying to tell you, white people, don't pay attention to this nonsense trauma bonding. Online, we love our coils, it's our antennas, and we do this, and we love. No, they don't love nothing. They love a good weave. That's what they love. And they love, appeasing you. That's what they love. It is commendable to stand up for us, based on the history of black people in this country. But you must understand the nuances. And when the people who have the skin color speak, don't automatically think that it's just us speaking because we hate each other. No, one of us is right and one of us is wrong. And it's up to you to decide who it is. And majority of the community is going to sit there and lie to you and tell you that nothing bad happens in our community. And they're going to try to drown us out and shut us up because they don't give a fuck about the children. They don't give a fuck about the future. They give a fuck about you and what you think and your white self and the brainwashing that they have endured, that white is right. They mimic you and they don't even know if you have values or not. I made a video talking about the way that usually people's culture and their religion is synonymous. Black people have adapted white religion. Not really. They just know to keep saying Jesus, but they haven't adapted the values. They don't even think the values are important. They just think arguing biblical facts amongst each other to see who knows more in the Bible is religion. That's not religion. Going out on Saturday night doing everything you're not supposed to do and then going to church in the morning does not make you a Christian. The values make you a Christian. I'm not saying all. Like I said, there's bad apples in every community. But when you hear politicians or you hear famous people always having God in their mouth, it's not just something that they're saying. You have to be godly. This is why you can see TV shows like dating shows. I mentioned this before. If you watch dating shows and you see black women go on there, they're always talking about their God-fearing women, and the white women are like, oh my God, me too. And then when it comes down time to a bachelor party, the black women are busting it wide open, doing all this stuff, and the white women are like, but I thought she was God-fearing. Because black people mimic you, but they haven't really adapted Christianity. The Christ consciousness that is spoken about when you're talking about Christianity. This is why hip-hop looks like hip-hop and country music looks like country music. Black people will sit there and want to argue that black people had country first and white people stole it. Okay, but now that white people have it, you won't see in country music people busting it wide open and bending over and doing all of that stuff because they connect the music and everything to the values, to the culture. Do you understand? This is why when Beyonce did the Renaissance tour and everybody started wearing cowboy clothes and arguing that, yeah, that is our culture. And to match the cowboy attire, you start creating music like, where them fans at? Remember that? You started creating music and wearing cowboy boots and everything to mimic the country culture, but you went to infiltrate it with over-sexualizing it.
Your bitch no more. That ain't your bitch no more. Ooh, that ain't your bitch no more. 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 Go stoop, grab the flow, fuck it up. Ooh, little baby in the club getting drunk. And the ass hella fat, I'm in luck. Back it up, dumb truck, fuck it up.
Say this was an award-winning song and you got to go to the country music awards and perform. They're not gonna let you there saying lyrics like this because y'all don't even hear lyrics no more. They're not gonna let you there, and then you're gonna cry and say white people don't want us to infiltrate over there because this and because we're black and because no, it's because you're raunchy. It's because you're pushing sex on the children. Y'all know who Lil Shirley is. Y'all understand the whole stuff. It started off her line dancing. Now she's wearing silky tops. Well, not now, but I'm saying then it went into her mother thinking it was okay to put her in silky, sexy dresses with sexy R&B music playing.
smells good on you. Slide on your lipstick and let all your hair down.
You are making yourself look crazy. And now I'm talking to black people. This is what they see. The contradictions. Oh, we're Christians, we're black, we're all of this other stuff, but everything is over sexualized. Whether you had country music first or not, the difference in culture shows that you don't carry the Christ conscious values. So this is what happens in-house amongst black people. And then on the flip side, when white people can see you, then you're mimicking everything that you think they're doing. If you pay attention, the community is extremely hypocritical, and we're trying to fix it so that values and culture can match. Keep saying you're talented and all this other shit, but you are not a trendsetter community. You are a bunch of followers, and you don't know how to trailblaze and trendset and be the forefathers of evolution and change. You want to stay stuck and try to do everything that you feel is acceptable to white people. Oh yeah, white people, when they can actually see you. When they're not watching, anything goes, right? You hear conversations about being on the spectrum is dangerous for black people. Why is it dangerous? Those are the follow-up questions that you should ask. Being on the spectrum is dangerous because people in your own community will take advantage of you. If you are a woman that is showing up slow in this world, you will be preyed upon by the men in your community. And if the community dynamic is that we must stick beside our men no matter what the fuck they do, you're going to be in a cycle of oppression from your own people. So it's something that we have to talk about to break ourselves, because no one is coming to help us. White people and other people doing think pieces online about their opinion does not help us. It just strokes the egos of black people who want to hide all of this nonsense going on in the community. They want to hide it because they've become hyper obsessed with what white people think of them. I have so many comments under my content on YouTube of black people, and I've also went over comments and read it to you guys, telling me that I should shut up because the white people are going to see, and they're going to see this. We have a problem in our community with black people trying to save face so that white people will be accepting of them. Me personally, I don't care if you accept a skin color, because that concept is stupid anyway. We are not our skin colors. You shouldn't be proud of being black because you didn't ask to be black. You were just born black. Same thing with being white. You shouldn't be proud to be white. You should be proud of what you accomplished. You should be proud of what character you've developed over this lifetime. A skin color is nothing to be proud of and to represent. It's culty behavior. And if the black community is constantly worried about putting forth an image to deceive white people when we have a lot of problems, that's something wrong right there. That is a flaw in your character, that you want to be seen as this perfect victim as opposed to human just like the rest of us. We all have things that we can work on as a society of people. And black people who don't like when black people like myself speak out, well, you're just going to have to get tired of us until things get fixed. You either fix the shit that we're saying, work on it together because we all share the same skin color, or get out of the way. It should be a crime to tell people that their concerns don't matter. When I made that DoorDash video and I was talking about my job being at risk because people in our community don't have respect for each other and they steal food and lie. I saw a video on here, I think I reposted it around the same time, of a DoorDasher walking into a business after somebody reported that they didn't get their food. She walked in and recorded her and said, "Why did you say you didn't get your food?" And she sat there and looked shamed and said, like, get out.